powers of I. In this video, we will be using the important information about I and its equivalent form, which is square root of -1, or I square, which is equal to -1. We are going to simplify expressions that are raised to a particular exponent using this information that we just learned. Okay, so first we are going to split the number into forms of a positive and a negative, or in a form of I square, if we can, if that's possible. So what do I mean by that? So let's try the first one, which is I cube. So I cube can be split into I square and then plus 1. Isn't it 2 plus 1 is 3? So now we can simplify this further by writing I square and then a multiplication sign, an I to the first power. Okay, so remember exponent powers or rules of exponents. So when the base is the same, we can add the exponents, and that's exactly what happened up here. So we can add exponents, or we can expand it just like what we're doing right now. We're expanding. And I square is equal to, remember, it is equal to -1, which is this right here. So instead of writing I square, we are going to write -1. And then we're going to drop I by itself. You don't have to put a 1 as an exponent. Any variable has an invisible of 1. If I say x, that's the same thing as x to the first. If I say w, that's the same thing as w to the first. There is always an invisible exponent of 1. And so, therefore, our final answer for number 1 is -I. All right, let us try number 2. So for number 2, we can split these numbers into I square and then to the power 7. So 2 times 7 is 14. We have a leftover or a remainder of 1. So we can write VI, which is 1, beside it. So we're splitting 15 into 14 plus 1. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So if the number or the exponent hovers just like this, we're multiplying. Okay, that's the time we multiply the exponent. So applying this rule, I squared, which is equal to -1, so we have -1, and raise that to the power 7. And if you use your calculator, -1 to the power 7, that would give you a -1. And then we drop I, and so therefore our final answer for number 2 is just -I. All right, let us try this again. Okay, so we have a bigger number here, so if you could use your calculator, we're going to divide 361 divided by 2. So 361 divided by 2. And that would give us 180 and a remainder of 1. So remainder 1. So what do? We are going to write I square and then to the power 180, because multiplying 2 times 180 gives us 360, and then there's a remainder 1. So we are going to write an I to represent this remainder. Now, I square is equal to -1, which we already have established, hopefully, at this time. We're going to drop 180 as an exponent and dropping that I as well. So using our calculator, so -1 to the power 180, your calculator should give you an answer, and that is going to give you +1. And then we drop the I, which is this I right here, times I positive. And so the answer is going to be positive I. Now let's try this again. One more time. So 74 divided by 2, that is equal to 37. There's no remainder. That is good. So we have I squared, and then that 37, which is going to be our exponent. So I squared is equal to -1, and dropping that exponent 37, we put this in our calculator, we check -1 to the power. Don't forget to put it in parentheses. So -1 to the power 37, and that should give you -1. So our answer is -1. Okay, we have solved the problems about powers of I. Alright, so if you find value in this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.